Last night, a shocking transfer took place. More TDA and MS-13 killers, along with child rapists, were sent back to El Salvador. This isn't just a crime issue, it's a wake-up call for all of us. These gangs are notorious for their brutality, and their return could mean chaos for innocent lives. But there's a silver lining. We have the power to join movements like Nasara Gazara, which aim to dismantle the deep state and restore justice. Imagine a world where we reclaim our safety and sovereignty. The time to act is now. We must spread the word, make this information viral, and stand united against the forces that threaten our communities. Together, we can create a brighter future. Take a look. Welcome to my channel where we discuss what is happening worldwide. As we discussed earlier in the video clip, the transfer of TDA and MS-13 members to El Salvador has sparked controversy. Trump administration's plan for white Afrikaner refugees, fact or fiction? Another disaster for South Africa?
But after the unbanning of the ANC, those killings intensified, they tripled, and they spread to the reef. And most of the conflict was in fact between the ANC and its most important black rival, the Inkatha Freedom Party, which had a great deal of support, which might even have won the first all-race election, but which found that its office bearers and its supporters were under heavy attack, that many of them were shot, necklaced, hacked to death, that it became very frightening to be associated with the IFP, let alone to be a leader within it. And at the same time, as I'm sure everybody from that era will remember, the IFP was being blamed for that violence. It was being said to be part of a third force that was working with the police to weaken the ANC. But the only organization that was being weakened was in fact the IFP. So much so that by the time the 1994 election took place, the IFP had been thoroughly discredited, and it didn't win the support that it might otherwise have done, though it did win KwaZulu-Natal.
Other news. We're exploring a controversial topic that's been making headlines: the Trump administration's alleged plan to create temporary refugee centers in Pretoria for white Afrikaners. But is this plan fact or fiction? And what does it mean for South Africa? Let's dive in and find out. To understand this story, we need to go back to 2018 when the Trump administration announced its plans to revise refugee policies. The administration's goal was to prioritize national security and border control. Fast forward to 2020, when reports emerged that the Trump administration was planning to create temporary refugee centers in Pretoria to process applications from white Afrikaners wanting to resettle in the US. But what does this mean for South Africa? Another disaster? Let's analyze the potential implications. But is this plan fact or fiction? We've done some digging, and here's what we found. So what's the verdict? Is the Trump administration's plan for white Afrikaner refugees fact or fiction? And what does it mean for South Africa? Let us know in the comments below. Additionally, Brazil announced that Indonesia's membership was endorsed by BRICS leaders in August 2023. Other countries, such as Malaysia, Thailand, Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Uganda, have also been welcomed as partner countries. BRICS nations are exploring alternative financial options, including a cross-border payment system to counter the US dollar's dominance. Russia's finance minister, Anton Siluanov, confirmed that the BRICS alliance is considering various financial innovations for payment settlements. There are also rumors about the potential launch of a gold-backed stablecoin to challenge the US dollar. China has stated that the BRICS bloc's appeal and influence are growing, particularly among Global South countries. The group is becoming a main platform for promoting solidarity and cooperation between these nations. Furthermore, Russia has expressed its willingness to facilitate Vietnam's participation in the BRICS bloc as a partner country.
Well, something extraordinary has just happened in Cape Town. It's caused a little bit of pandemonium behind me, but the leader of the opposition in Cape Town, the leader of the ANC, In Cape Town, Councillor Banele Majingo has just resigned his seat and has joined the DA. An extraordinary moment. I think it's historic. I'm not sure that this has ever happened before. And I think his note, his resignation letter is very, very powerful, and I want to read it. He says, "After careful consideration, I've come to realize that my personal values and principles are now more aligned with those of the Democratic Alliance. I'm committed to their pursuit of clean governance and economic growth, and here, this is the kicker, I'm increasingly impressed with their commitment to deliver for poor residents and the unemployed." I want to say thank you to Councillor Majingo for those words and for that integrity. And I want to speak directly to all of the current ANC councillors, members, and indeed, most importantly, ANC voters in our city, in our country, who might be thinking and feeling just the same as Councillor Majingo, your leader, the ANC's leader here in Cape Town, is feeling. He has joined the DA today, and I invite you to do the same. He has realized we are building the future here. We are building a future of opportunity for our country and for our city. He's joined the DA, and I invite you all to do the same. Big news here in Cape Town.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content.